sir, your tractor is unattended. You should go get in your tractor. This is not safe.
You do not know what you're talking about. Leave me alone. I'm just filming the digger.
Get in your tractor.
I have my friend in there. Casper's in there. He's fine. Don't worry about him. He knows what he's doing. I just want to film the digger.
It's so unsafe.
You don't know what safe is. We don't have OSHA. Unless your name is OSHA, I don't want to hear your voice ever again.
Tractor will be fine.
Welcome back to another video. Today we're digging peanuts. It's about that time of year again. Felt like it was never gonna get here, but it looks like it's finally here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's kind of couple of wet spots in the field due to all the rain that we got, but a little bit of dirt being on the peanuts doesn't look too bad. Looks like it'll work. And my dad says it's just go time, so he likes the look of it, so we're going. Yeah, this might take a while. If we're going 1.5 everywhere, we're definitely going to be digging peanuts for quite a while. We're not going to get done anytime soon. My dad currently, he's at this pivot right here. It seemed to have some type of electrical issue. He's trying to see if he can figure it out. If not, the local company's going to have to come out here and see if they can figure it out. I think it's something to do with the field net box. Not quite sure if it's actually with the pivot or anything, but it doesn't want to move, and we definitely need it to move out of the way since it's on that field, on that half of the field. We need it to move over to this half, well, as soon as we're done digging up to the pivot right here. So as soon as he's figured it out, hopefully we can get that half done. If not, I'm not quite sure. I already called the company to tell them to come out here, but they're pretty busy. But if anything, they might come out maybe Monday morning to come out and fix it if they don't have time today. Then if we don't get around to it today, we'll just have to finish it Monday morning. But for right now, we're digging peanuts. It looks actually really good. Peanuts don't look bad. We're doing our field of Virginias first. They're the ones that are actually ready. We do have a couple of field of runners. They're not as ready as these, so we're starting out with all of our Virginias first, knocking them out. We've got quite a few fields of these, so we'll be going after it for quite a while. At this point, we're just going to the next field that's the driest because of all that rain that we got a couple of inches about a week ago, or nope, half a week ago, or 5 days ago. So we're just going to whatever field is the driest. We're working our way down the line. This 370 ain't big enough. I need a 410. Look at all the engine horsepower I'm using. This is taking an immense amount of power just to dig out these peanuts. I need a bigger tractor. Little bit of dirt staying on the peanuts, but Not bad at all, still looks good. This digger beside me though, he's gonna need a little bit of work done to this last row. This last row isn't quite flipping over. As you can see, it's kind of on its side. Some of these, they don't really flip over as good as they should. So it's gonna need a little bit of work done to it. Maybe these last couple of bars on that other digger need to be bent out a little bit. Just that way they flip over a little bit better than what they're doing. But that row seems fine. And then that row does it every now and then that's his, I guess, first row. That one is fine too. So we're just, these two rows right there need a little bit of work done, but still looks good. Yep, and my dad also said that pivot is not working. Not today anyway. Something with the field net box. Maybe there's something internally, maybe with the motherboard of the field net box. Something got maybe struck with lightning or something. So I'm not quite sure when they'll come out and fix it. It might be today if they get time to it. It is a Saturday, so I don't know. I think they just work till lunch. But if they don't get to it today, they'll probably just get to it Monday. And if they get to it Monday, we're only going to be digging 40 acres here, and we're like almost done already. I feel like there's the end of the rows right there, and we're almost finished one layer. My brother's doing the last pass on that layer. I started a new one right here, and then the 6th rower is making his own layer right there. He's almost done with his. I would say, I guess not almost, he's halfway done with his. By the time he finishes that one, we'll be done with probably the rest of this. It would really be nice to get rid of that 6 row digger and then get another 8 row. We've had that one out for a little bit. That's the only one we could find whenever we needed one. Not too long ago, a couple years ago. But now we just have a 6 row, but now he just always has to start his own layers and kind of be off by himself. If we had another 8 row, then all 3 of us could be working on the same layer, finished all side by side. It would feel like it would go by a lot quicker. It would definitely be easier counting rows, because we always like to dig exactly how we're going to harvest with the combine. It seems like the combine picks it up better. That's why we do layers. We'll do technically I guess 6 rounds with 8 row digger. Since we have 3 combine, they each make 2 passes. It works pretty good that way. But so far, still working pretty good. There's a couple of spots. You can see the darker, greener spots right there. Every now and then the peanuts don't flip over just perfectly like we want them to, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's just due to the rows not being lapping. The rows or the peanuts are maybe a little bit skippy on some spots. That's just plant. It was hot this year. It is what it is. We're not going to be able to fix anything now, not this late. But it was very hot this year. Plants didn't lap everywhere. Majority of this field though is lapping. They're pretty good everywhere. Like I would say 80% of the field is lapping, and now certain spots like right here, not quite lapping. I mean, it's close, but it's not close enough, I guess, to where it doesn't do as good of a job flipping over in the back, but it still looks good. We're still happy with it. Well, we're on the last couple of rounds right now. The 6th rower is finishing up his layer, and I think he needs one more round and he's done. And my dad is currently working at the pivot. I'm not quite sure if he's done with it or not, but I believe his plan was to just disconnect the field net box and then to just control it manually from the original panel box that it came with. But I'm not sure if he was successful in disconnecting it and everything, because there are a lot of wires that lead into it. But I guess we'll know here shortly after we're done with these last couple of rounds if we're going to be continuing on that half or not, or if that's going to be a Monday thing. This half is done, and they got the pivot working. It just had a couple of wires that needed to be unplugged and plugged back in, I guess, but it's working, moving out the way. It is pretty far on this half, so we're not going to be able to start right here by the long rows. We will have to definitely wait till or start at the short rows and work our way this way. It sure does get dark fast these days. And just like that, this field is done. Well, that's gonna be it for this video. As always, I do appreciate y'all for watching, and I will see y'all guys in the next one.